Good morning and welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. The most fascinating thing in the world is that we're being fooled and lied and cheated every single day. And this is a twofold energy. It's a two-level energy. It's a duality. The duality basically means that there are people who are in the background, the shadow people almost, who consistently cause devastation, destruction. They cause confusion. They cause illness. They cause disease. They cause so-called viruses. They cause fear. They cause war. And then there's another level, this other level, which is fascinating to me. And that is the level of energy, darkness, light and dark, basically. And this is where we get the battle between good and evil, light and dark, the spiritual battle. And some people have taken notice of this. Some people are aware of it. Most people are not aware of the latter. But if you're very attuned, if you take notice, then moment to moment you can see that there is an underlying current of darkness always trying to stop us from shining a light, from doing something that we were about to do, which could have been very, let's say, powerful in the sense of healing others, strengthening others. So I find this subject fascinating because there is the energy of our spirit world, the world of the universe, the cosmos, and all the energies that are within this world that we live in. And the spirit world is simply one of them. There are many others. But when we take notice of the spirit world, when we hear their whispers, see their signs, they come at us from all different angles, whether it's a smell, whether it's a feather, whether it's a bird coming to the window, a robin, or anything like that, which is influenced by the spirit world. They're the little signs that we see. And once you see them, it's very hard to unsee them. You can't deny them anymore. And it's a beautiful thing when it first happens because it's so profound, it's so powerful, it's so palatable that in time thereafter, you kind of wish that you could start again and feel what you felt, because then it becomes normal. So there's many a times I start to make a video and the video stops. And I took notice of this many years ago when I was about to do something very, very powerful. I would be stopped. Something would try and stop me, whether it was a human being who became angry and aggressive to stop me from raising to that level of frequency and sharing that amazing energy that was built up so they could steal it from you. That's one way. They steal that energy from you, but they also want to dampen down your energy. I'm going to give you some examples, actually. Come a little bit closer. So some of the examples of this. I made a video on Ouija boards, and it was about 5-7 years ago, something like that, when I first started. It hit round about 550,000 and then disappeared. There was another video that I made which was all about ayahuasca, and that hit about 450,000 and then disappeared. And then there was about 5 or 6 other videos that I made. How to love yourself was one of them. That was up to about 350,000. That's gone. Become the strongest version of yourself. What is the most important thing in your life? There were about 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, something like that, which were doing really well. They were all roughly underneath the first 4 videos, and they all disappeared. So from that moment on, I started making videos saying to people, do you know how dangerous this field of work is to the darkness? It's more dangerous than what you can imagine. And people laughed. They laughed, mocked mainly, but laughed. How can love, how can healing, how can, giving people loving messages be dangerous? And to anybody else, the layman, I totally agree. It would make no sense. It's a joke, right? But when you start to see that the whole of the internet is all about sex, all about shock, all about slapping people, hitting people, aggressiveness, and the black screen is promoting this, you can clearly see that there's an agenda of darkness going on. Also, the fact that no videos are actually being promoted of length. And the reason why is because when you have a video of length, you're able to go into depth into understanding things. Whereas all social media, all the, let's say, MK Ultra versions of the 60s, the 40s, which is so clever now, that all it's about is to stimulate you to have a 0.01 second of, let's say, focus. Any more than 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 10, forget 10 seconds now. I used to say 50 seconds. I used to say a minute. Forget a minute now. And if you look at it really carefully, you can clearly see that this has been deliberately done. This is an MK Ultra. If you don't know what MK Ultra is, go and look it up, okay? But basically what it means is that this dark hand is bringing down your attention span so you become less than a fish. And actually now, sorry to say, but the majority of humanity has an attention span less than a fish, because a fish has normally 15 seconds and then it's done. So it swims around the bowl and then says, oh, where am I? A bit like Dora, right? Swims around the bowl and, oh, who am I again? So it basically means that you've lost your brain in 15 seconds. You don't know what you saw 15 seconds ago. You were fed something. It's like a drug. You're fed a drug, but you don't know what that drug is. You don't know why you felt from that drug and what it was from that drug. It was just, all you know is that, oh, that's a good fix. And then you're back to being a drug addict ready for a next fix. So everything, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, they're all going in the same direction. They're capturing this attention span, which is seconds now. And that's it. And those are the ones that are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Why is that? Why isn't the black screen focused on 1 hour conversations where they become multi-millions of people watching it? I'll tell you why, because they don't want that. They want you only to be fixed on here for 15 seconds. And those 15 seconds, 13 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, they keep you on here for 5 seconds. It's a drug. It's an addiction. It's a hit. And you keep getting hit all the time. And eventually, you won't know anything. You won't be able to have a conversation. You won't know what the world is. You won't know what reality is. You won't know how to meditate, how to relax. You won't know how to clear fear, worry, emotion, negative thoughts, depression. None of those things, because you just need your fix. You just need your fix. You just need your fix. Show me the next person who's wearing the nicest shoes. Show me the next person with the nicest bikini. Show me the next person in the Ferrari. Show me the next person in the plane. Oh, he's bought a plane. Oh, he's got a fancy car. It's a fix. It's a fix. It's a fix. And what that is, it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. They're trapping you every time you watch this bullshit. It's a trap. And it's a slow deterioration of your brain. So one of the reasons why I don't make short videos is because of that. Because I can see I'm not buying into this. I'm not becoming part of the darkness. I'm not doing this. So my videos are 10, 20, 30, 50, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half long. Deliberately. Why? Because they're the only versions of true reality where you can really see and feel what's going on. Everything else is just an illusion. All TikTok is an illusion. It's a lie. And if you buy into it, then you are buying into a lie. When you see people dancing for 3 seconds and you laugh and you think it's wonderful, what do you think them people are dancing for 3 seconds for? For your pleasure? How the heck? They don't give a shit about you. They want you to like that. They want you to share it. They don't care about you. Just like politicians don't care about you. Just like famous people don't care about you. In fact, but you're buying into it. I want to buy into it. Why? What are you doing that for? Why don't you buy into people who are sat speaking for an hour, telling you about truth, helping you along your journey to heal yourself? Why are you buying into all that, which is a lie? It's nonsense. Don't get anywhere with it. Just get sick. Just get ill. You just get depressed. So I soon found out that my videos on love and healing and strengthening, the ones which were really gaining traction because people were saying, Jesus Christ, now I understand why I'm like this. Now I understand why I feel so bad. Now I understand why this person said nasty things about me. And when they were getting traction, they were getting 50,000, 80,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, disappeared. Now you'd say to me, no, they wouldn't make them videos disappear. And I would say to you, yes, they did. Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. The only videos that have done well on mine are shorter videos for maybe 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes maximum, because that's a short attention span. You haven't got enough information there to understand it all. The lemon video should have been an hour long, but they won't allow that an hour long. Why? Twofold. People don't want it because they're hooked into this version of this new unreality of give me 3 seconds and tell me what it is in 2 seconds, because that's all you've got. That's all I'm giving you. That's brainwashing. You're brainwashed. Totally brainwashed. If you click on this video now, right, and it says 15 minutes and you click off it because it's 15 minutes, you are imprisoned in this virtual reality that now has enslaved your brain. It's that serious. So it's really interesting. Part of me is filled with passion. Part of me understands that's the way it is. This is the way it's always been, enslave humanity, whether it's with a whip, whether it's with drugs, whether it's with the black screen. It's always a new cunning way of darkness and those who feed the darkness. It's funny, but you know, it makes me laugh. I hear this all the time over the years that I've lived. Oh, this person's left this company because he started it and now he wish he'd never started it, or he wish he'd never done what he did, you know, or the atom bomb, or this or that, or this bad thing or that bad thing, you know, next it'll be CERN. I wish I hadn't have built that. And, you know, what is it next? What is it this week? Who's come out now and said, oh, this is all bad? I mean, I've heard this bullshit time and time again. Oh, ChatGPT. That didn't take long, did it? Oh, I created it and now I think I've created a monster. I'm leaving because just shut up, mate. Just shut up. You were just part of it. You don't try and slimy way out of it. Sorry, mate. You are what you did. Don't try and get out of it. Oh, I built a bomb and now I can't believe everybody wants to blow everybody up with it. Give me a break. You know what you were building. You know what you were influencing. You know what you were doing. Now you're just trying to get out of it. You're just like everybody else. See straight through you all. So yeah, that was really interesting. And the question would be, why would they attack love and light, love and happiness and joy? And why would they try and get rid of any video which is a long video which is about helping you become stronger? Well, think about it. What happens when you break free from this black screen? What happens when you walk out of that door and start creating and making plans for your life and making yourself stronger in the ways of knowing what to buy and what not to buy? I'm not buying anything from corporations. No, I'm not buying into that BS. I'm going to create my life and I'm going to be, tell you what you become. You become powerful, and they don't like that. They want you dumb enough just to be able to watch these TikTok Think about it. Tick. What's a tick? It's a parasite. What's a toc? Toxic. Tick toxic. Parasite toxic. It's all there in plain sight. It's all there to be seen. There's no longer an elephant in the room anymore. It's all there in plain sight if you're just willing to look and see and think about it. But they don't want you to think. They want you to just be dumb, just to watch. Bread and circuses, they called it years ago in the Roman times. Why? Because they didn't want the crowd to know that they were being stuffed every day. So just giving them enough food, giving them enough circuses, enough entertainment, just to keep them that dumb that they don't get up there off their ass and start to think for themselves. So I realised, really, years ago, that they were after many people who were spreading love and light. And all my videos now are just basically banned. They're all blocked. Hardly anybody can see them at all. And the reason why is because I share this knowledge of how to break free from this crazy world of darkness that we live in. And you can break free from it, and you can be stronger, and you can be powerful, and you can be creative, and you can really break free from all of the lies and nonsense to become very powerful. So that's what I taught. I don't tell you to follow anybody. That's dangerous. So when people are telling you to follow gurus, that's perfect, because the gurus are normally being set up and put there as an MK Ultra, another PSYOP by CIA, by FBI, by all of the major corporations, the WHO, all of them. They're all there to get you into fear so that you follow certain people, follow certain music, follow certain famous people. They're all being put there deliberately. 90% without them even knowing they're being put there. All of these things are there for a reason. The things that get so high and so many thousands and millions of views, and why somebody becomes famous overnight, is because they've been put there. 90% of them. There might be an odd 10% that get there from their own, I remember listening to Robbie Williams on one of his podcasts once, and he said, that I have an issue with people who talk about everything being, whoever becomes famous has been set up that way. He says, I worked bloody hard. We worked hard as a boy band to get to where we were. And he's right in what he said, totally right. Because they can't control everything and everybody. So there is 10% that are genuine, 10% who have worked bloody hard to get to where they got. Some sold their souls along the way, of course, but predominantly there's only a small number who kept to them, who didn't sell the soul, basically. So selling your soul is an easy thing to do, and selling your soul isn't just as you think to a corporation or to a satanic cult, a coven or whatever. No. Selling your soul is much easier. It's on an energetic frequency. Like I said, there's love and light, there's light and dark everywhere. I could sell my soul tomorrow. I could sell my soul tomorrow if somebody came to me and said, look, we want to buy you out and we want to pay you 10 million. And the reason why is because of this. And do you want to sell? Who are you again? Well, we're a corporation. And no, not interested, mate. On your bike. Get stuffed. Mark, we want you to sell this and we're going to pay you so much money to be on this screen now and to be wonderful and loving, but we want you to just share what we've got, like this agenda, but don't tell anybody, and we want you to lovingly bring this in. Get stuffed, you creep, you nasty pieces of, get stuffed. So they don't come near me because they know I'm untouchable. They can't touch me, they can't buy me. How many people do you think get bought every single day? I would say millions. So it's easy to sell your soul, really easy to sell your soul. I'll give you a great example. One of the videos that I made was about me in Fuengirola, and I was at the cash desk in the Miramar, and I'd got like 4 or 5 bags of stuff and with me, and I also got some prawns. What I used to eat fish and meat years and years ago. So I had this bag of prawns, which the counter had put fresh prawns into this bag and gave me the bag. And instead of me putting the bag into it wasn't a trolley, it was a basket, I had it with my other bags that I brought in with me. So I never thought anything about it. So I paid my bill for all my food and went and got to the car, and then realised that the bags I was putting in, which I had hold of all along, had these bag of prawns in, which came to about €15, something like that for a kilo. And I had this awful feeling, right? Awful feeling. And the feeling was like, oh, fuck, I didn't pay for them. And my first thought was, I'll go and pay for them. Second thought was, it's a corporation, they don't give a shit. Third thought was, yeah, it's so far away to go back in there and then say I haven't paid for them. So you know what I did? I said, forget it. So I put the prawns in there and I thought, they won't care. You know, as you justify yourself, you justify it all off, okay? Unbeknown, that after that, from driving off, so many things went wrong. So many things happened that weren't very good things, that I thought, oh my God, this is going wrong, that's going wrong. And I sat down one day, about 2 weeks later, and I started meditating why everything was going wrong. And in front of my eyes flashed a bag of prawns. And you may laugh, but it was one of the most profound penny drop moments of my life. Honestly, and I've had quite a few. And I realised it wasn't the prawns. It wasn't getting away with stealing prawns. Okay, because I justified to myself that I wasn't stealing them. Yeah, you did. You stole them, Mark. You stole them prawns. And you never went back and paid, right? But you know what? I paid for it 100-fold. And you would say that it was the universe attacking you. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. In fact, if you think about it, wouldn't the darkness have encouraged me and made me feel happy and not even said anything and made life even better, right? No. What happened was, it was me that caused all the issue, because my consciousness said what you did was wrong. And my consciousness, unbeknown by me, had caused myself to have negative effects without even knowing. So I laughed, right? And I thought, okay, I ain't going to go back down there and say, oh, by the way, I didn't pay for the prawns, because they'd look at me as if, let's say, well, what can we do? We haven't got a receipt. But what I did do is I went out of my way to do something really good to help somebody that day. Not only a €15, but I actually went down to Fuengirola. If I remember rightly, I looked for somebody who had no money on the streets, and it wasn't those who are always there trying to collect money. I found a genuine person there, and I gave them a lump sum of money. And I looked up and I said sorry to myself, not to God, not to the light. I said it to myself, sorry, I won't do that again, because my brain, I needed to tell my brain that what I'd done was wrong, and my consciousness needed to hear it. So I said, okay, I've clocked all of this. I know what went on. I know what I did to myself. I know what happened, and I'm sorry, and I won't do that again. I don't care whether it's a 15-minute, 10-minute to get back and to pay for it. It doesn't matter. Never again. And I was tested there for 5 or 6 or 7 times, but it wasn't really a test to me, because these things have never entered into my life. It's like I give somebody a €10 note and I get €18 back. No, es incorrecto. ¿Qué? No, don't get angry. Don't get angry. It's not you that's made a mistake and I'm angry at you. It's just you've given me too much money. And then they, sorry. It's okay, there you go. And that happens to me often, right? And my consciousness says, good. And you know, especially in my business, if somebody's upset or somebody isn't happy, consciousness, do the right thing. Always do the right thing. and it's part of who I am. But even though I couldn't be asked to go and pay for them prawns, which I could have done, but I couldn't be bothered, but I should have done. Wasn't the money I could have easily afford. It was the principle of my life and what I behold as truth and goodness, and especially integrity and doing the right thing. So when I do videos and I talk about these things, this is quite profound. You might think, a bag of prawns, he didn't go and pay for them. What's he talking about? But if you're watching this now, you can switch off and go for a drink and sit and ponder about what I said and think, there might be some truth in this. It's not about stealing and get away with it, because you never get away with it. It's about what you do good in this world, the right things to do. Be kind to people. Don't be nasty to people, because your consciousness says that was wrong. And then you have a fight between your brain and your consciousness, and then you get weaker and angrier and more sick, and then you die. Whereas if you always do the right thing and you're kind to people, I don't care if you're overly kind, be kind to people, because you become happier. The energy becomes stronger. The person that feels better becomes stronger. Everybody benefits. But there's also the same frequency as telling the truth. That's also very powerful. But how you tell the truth is very important as well. So I can tell the truth in a nasty way, or I can tell the truth in a loving way. Okay? Way to do it. Just be nice. If you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything. I'm saying that for you, not for me, because it's going to affect you, not me. It might affect certain people, and like the prawns, it's going to affect you more. It's going to last on you a lot longer, and it isn't worth it. It isn't worth it. So really, the best thing you can do in your life is to be the best person you can be. To be filled with integrity. To be filled with love. To be filled with truth and honesty. Anything that you do which is fake and false is killing you, is causing you damage. It means you've got a lot of work to do. Okay? Anytime you're nasty to somebody, you've got a lot of work to do on yourself. You've got a lot of fixing and a lot of healing to do. So these are the things that we talk about. And like I said before, it's like this black screen, those who are monitoring this black screen, and I'm talking about the millions out there who share love and truth and real reality, they're being attacked every day. They're being stopped. They're being shadow banned. So none of my videos are reaching anywhere near 10,000. Remember, they used to reach hundreds of thousands. But now it's all gone. It's all been attacked. They know that they need to cancel out love, truth, healing, love, strengthening. They don't want you to see that you're being stuffed every day, that you're being lied to, that you're being injected with a poison every day. They don't want you to see that they're shoving down your throat an energy which is like a tablet, like heroin. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Because when you pick that screen up, it's heroin, and you're addicted. And guess what? Most of the things that you're watching, you're wasting your life on a black screen. It's sucking your energy. It's almost like it's dark, evil entity sucking your energy. So there's nothing wrong with watching a good documentary which is filled with truth. There's nothing wrong with listening to good people who are sharing truth and giving you full explanations, but it's only entertainment, Mark. It's only a few seconds. Yeah, it is only a few seconds, and it's lovely. It's a lovely few seconds, but what about the next few seconds? And let's add all them few seconds up, and let's see, that's 5 minutes, is it? 10 minutes, it's 1 hour, it's 10 hours, it's 1 day, it's 1 week, it's 1 month, it's 1 year, it's 5 years. What have you done in these 5 years? What have you actually ever done in 5 years apart from watching this black screen? What have you done? Ask me what I've created. Ask me what I've done to make a difference in this world. I could tell you tons of things that I've made a difference in the world. What have you made a difference in the world? Just watching the black screen doesn't make any difference in the world. In fact, the black screen wants you to watch the black screen so that you don't do anything. Anyway, change the subject. If you want to learn how to heal yourself, this is a wonderful thing. At this moment in time, the Pure Energy Healing Academy, and I'm the founder of that, proud of it. We created 2 courses, 4 days. So if you're only into 15 seconds, don't waste your time because you've got 4 days. It's a 4-day course. And this 4-day course is called the Pure Energy Healing course. You learn everything that I've taught over these 20 years, everything that I've learned about spiritual tools, how to heal yourself, how to heal animals, how to understand energy, how to work with energy, how to channel energy, all the most vital things that can help you along your journey. It's a bit like learning how to do first aid. It's the same thing. It's just this is a way of learning how to heal yourself and healing others. So this course is an intense course. It's fabulous. It's for anybody. And even if you don't know what healing is, it's fine. In fact, it's even better if you don't know. And it's for 4 days. So it starts at 9 o'clock and finishes at 5. You have an hour dinner break, and in that time, those 4 days, you'll have clients. So you have to get a healing bed. You have to find yourself a healing bed or a nice bed, lie your client down and do a healing session. Can you do it? I'd say 95% can't, but 5% can. And you might be one of those 5% without even realizing. So the course is normally 600, but this course now is 275. And it finishes on the last day of the month, and it goes back up to the normal price. Now, here's a wonderful thing. Once you've done this course, 90% of people who've taken this course want to do the next course because it's amazing. And the next course is how to learn how to work with crystals and how to heal with crystals and understand crystals. And it's a 4-day course. And that's also 275. But if you buy both courses, it's 404. It is the most amazing, valuable 2 courses in your life. And that I can say with my hand on my heart. So maybe it's your time. Maybe it's your moment. And if you don't do it, then it's okay. The prices will go back up to 1,200 euros for both courses. But this is a good time to take advantage. It's 404 for 2 courses, and it'll change your life. And you get a certificate at the end of it just to say you've completed the course. And overall, you'll feel amazing after those 8 days. So that ends, 404 ends at the end of this month, and it goes back up to the normal price. Right now, this one I'm wearing, which is the most powerful, in my humble opinion, pendant in the world, Herkimer Diamond, which is incredible, from Ace of Mines in New York. Moldavite, which most people understand what Moldavite is now. It's a very powerful talisman. And the beautiful Tektite, which is a great absorber of negative energy. If you buy any of these from my website, because this is the only place to get them, because it's a prototype, you will be put into a little bowl over there. And in that bowl, on Monday morning, sometime, maybe 12 o'clock, I'm going to choose one name out to win 1 year's supply of the most powerful sticks in my world. And they're actually filled with Moldavite too. So that's it really. I just wanted to share this with you. Sharing truth, love, and powerful courses and powerful crystals. I'm wishing you all a lovely day. Keep up the lovely work. Push yourself as much as you can to meditate daily. Work with crystals. And Anytime there's a video which is over an hour or two, give yourself that time if it's something very powerful and very loving and to help you grow stronger and more powerful, or give you information that can help you along your journey so you don't fall for what so many people fall for. Because if you don't believe in anything, you'll fall for anything. So it's good to be aware. That's it, really. I'm wishing you all a lovely day. I'll link the absolutely amazing 2 courses below at 404. That's euro. Is it pounds? Pounds. And also, I'll link this crystal too. Have a most beautiful day. Thank you so much. And I'm going to crack on and get on with some mystical topaz over there. Some Libyan desert. I've got a small collection of Libyan desert over there too. And a few others. Some beautiful crystals I'm uploading right now and working on. Have a great day. 35 minutes. Are you still here? If you are, tap yourself on the shoulder and say, well done. Take care.